Hey guys, before we get into today's episode, I just want to say a beloved local dealer who's been in the community for like 15 plus years passed away recently. It's really broken the heart of the entire community, honestly. He was honestly one of the best people you could ever meet. I really just wanted to start today's episode by saying condolences to his family, rest in peace, and if you guys want to help donate to the family and the services, and he was supposed to be getting married in a few weeks, I am going to post his GoFundMe link in the description. If you want to donate or if you could share it, we'd be very grateful. It's been very hard, and I just really wanted to take a second and, give him his flowers. And I just know, the whole community is really heartbroken over it. Life's really short, and, sometimes, it just seems really unfair. And I definitely just wanted to start today's episode by saying rest in peace to Anthony. You'll be missed. All right, guys, let's jump into the first hand of the session. We're going to start things off in the small blind. There's about 3 callers, and we look down at King 10 off. More than enough for us to complete from the small blind, and we are going 4 ways to a flop. Flop's going to come 4, 10, 8, rainbow. Top pair, king kicker, more than enough for us. We lead 10. Now the big blind, tight coffee, my friend, tight coffee. We're not going to call him old. He calls, and we're going to go heads up to a turn, which brings in the 10 of hearts. Now here's where I feel like I messed the hand up. In my mind, I bet half pot small, 15. Because if he has a 10, I want him to raise. Now it goes good. He raises to 40. Now, for some reason in my brain, I'm like, wait, he's pretty tight. Are we actually in trouble here? So now I just call the 40, and now the whole hand, my brain just stopped working. And the river's a deuce of hearts. Absolute terrible river card. We check, and he bets 75. Now, against OMCs, you just know we're beat here, right? We have the king of hearts, and we still don't feel good about it. I even said I'm not trying to nit roll you. I have a big 10. I just didn't want to call here, honestly, which is insane. But we make the call, and yeah, 9, 7 of hearts. What a turn card for him. I even show him, like, see, I didn't want to call. And that is one rough start to the session. Hopefully, things turn around moving forward. Very next hand, we are in the cutoff, and we are going to look down at king queen off. We're going to raise it up to 15 over a limp. This kid to my right and me play a lot of hands today. Ends up being a nice guy. We're going heads up. The flop is going to come 5 queen 9. I'm sorry, with 3 ways. First player is going to check from the big blind. Now hijack leads into us for $22. Very strange. No history with them, and I feel like when they kind of lead here, it depends. We just call, right? And now the big blind goes into tank, and I'm like, oh man, if he raises, I'm going to be really annoyed. But thankfully, he just folds. Now we're heads up and in position. The turn is the jack of clubs. Not really great for us. It does give us a gut shot, but I mean, this board is just, it hits so much of his range. I mean, when he checks, we're honestly happy to get to the river. We don't want to get blown off the hand. And the 8 of hearts just makes everything much worse. So there's 100 in the middle. If he bets big here, we're probably just gonna let it go. He bets $20. Obviously, we're not folding. We give it the crying call, and he's 9-8 off. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, pal. You played that one. Yeah, that was good. That was real nice. I mean, the 10 comes, I blow his head off, right? And these are one of those hands you just like groan to yourself and you're like, why do I play this game? It's the worst game ever. Why do I love it so much? And to make things better, we're adding on for 300, which puts us in for a total of 800. And the first 2 hands have been absolutely miserable and torturous. So moving along now, ace 7 of spades. We open it to $10 under the gun, and I believe it's gonna fold to the, I'm just kidding, cutoff calls. I'm more focused on the button, who is my enemy. He calls. So we're going 3 ways to a flop here. Hopefully things change for us finally. And the flop is ace 7 jack 2 clubs. We're going to bet 15 when big blind checks. And late position's gonna fold, and now it's just us and Kryptonite. He calls the 15. No one's shocked there, right? Turn is the Queen of Hearts. Ugh. Getting pretty dicey again, but honestly, the way we're just gonna fire. We fire 25. Small enough to keep him in, and hopefully if he raises, we're just gonna cry and call, right? He calls the 25, is over 100 in the middle. River's the 4 of spade, changes nothing. Now he checks. Now I'm pretty sure we have the best hand here. We're gonna bet over pot because he's shown no signs of folding to us today, right? So let's try to get some money from him and get the money back. We bet 125 into 111. He goes into tank for a while. Now in my mind, I'm like, there's no way he can beat me here, right? Like if he goes all in, I'm gonna throw up. But he does count out the call-in chips. When I see that, I'm like, yes, please call. Please give me some money back that you just took from me with the 9-8 off. He makes the call, and we show 2 pair. All right, woof. Wipe the sweat off our head. We finally get in the win column on this session. Jeez Louise. All right, moving along. Another decent hand, I hope. 7-6 of diamonds. Beautiful, right? Early position opens to 15. We're going to make the call. Old man coffee calls the button. Basically, the whole table calls. I'm pretty sure there's a family pot. There's 75 in the middle, all right? And we're going to a flop of 8, 4, 3, 2 clubs. Not a diamond in sight, but we do have the gut shot. He's going to fire out 25. We'll call, right? Why not? We call. And thankfully nobody else does, so we're going heads up in position. Turn is a 10 of clubs because, you know, why wouldn't it be? Another horrible card. He checks. We're waving the white flag. We check. 5 of diamonds gives us a straight. Probably gonna get trapped by a flush here knowing how we're running. But when he checks, ooh, let's get some value. We bet 75 and he angrily folds. God damn it. We do win 2 in a row though, so I mean, you know, beggars can't be choosers, right? On the road to getting even so far. And we got about almost 700, so not totally terrible. Now, hopefully we get some magic in this hand. Alright. We look down at ace 3 of clubs. And the guy to our right actually folds 1, so that's also surprising. We open a 15 as a straddle on. Small blind and straddle call. And we are going 3 ways to a flop. King, queen, deuce, 2 clubs. Hello. I mean, we haven't hit a flush in, you know, 9 months, but you never know. It could be the day. Small blind leads into a straddle folds. We're going to call the 30. And the turn is the 7 of hearts. Now, there's 100 in the middle just about. And he's counting chips. So, in my mind, we're not folding, right? He bets $40. So, he bet, you know, less than half pot. Screams weakness. Now, we could call here and see if we get lucky. But knowing us, we're never going to hit the flush, right? So we're going to turn our hand into a bluff here and try to get him to fold a queen. And we bet 175. He goes into tank. Now, I'm like, oh, man, if he raises, this is going to look really bad. But I just, you know, I went with the gut. $40 on the turn. Really didn't scream like he had much. And he does go into tank a little longer and lets it go. Woohoo! All right. 2 in a row, baby. Now we are back in Evenville and things are starting to go in motion. I just want to take a minute to mention today's video sponsor, Jengar's Poker Room, a cool online poker group that loves to play cards, have fun, talk poker, a lot of jackpots, high hands, and promo. No one being on there being so serious and sketchy. It's a very great home game vibe app. I'm going to post their Facebook group link in the description. If you're interested in playing cards, talking Pokemon, or just, you know, having some fun and checking them out, go press the link on below. Jengar Poker Room, thank you for the sponsor. And let's get back to the video. And now the best part of the vlogs, bomb pots. 8 ways, 120 in the middle, double board hold'em. Let's go. Top board is 5 Jack 8 Rainbow. Bottom board is 9 Jack King, and we are gonna see what we have and look down at 9 7 of diamonds. We are check first to act. Now OMC is gonna bet 25 into 120. Huh. And surprisingly, a lot of people fold here. So just imagine how much junk you could actually have in this spot. Hijack's gonna make the call. And we're happy to put the call in, right? 25 to make 200. Where are we going? Now, there's 200 in the middle, and we're going 3 ways to some turn cards. Top is the 6 of clubs, giving us a straight, and the deuce changes nothing on the bottom. Now, we're going to just lead here, right? Because we can bluff the bottom, hopefully, and we're going to bet 175. OMC makes the fold fairly quickly, and now cutoff is thinking it over. We're not folding no matter what. We can't lose the top, so at worst we're gonna chop, right? He makes the call. Now there's almost 550 in the middle, and we are going to 2 river cards. He's got about 280 left, so I mean, no matter what happens here, we're gonna stick it in, right? And the dealer's gonna count the chips. So they do this thing, I gotta give them credit. They try to make it in 2 sessions so they know. River is 9-9. Wow, we go all in. I mean, what the heck? Every 9? Let's go. This is what it feels like to be Mariano when I watch him on the vlogs and the streams, and he runs like Jesus himself. Wow. I mean, it feels good. We're all in. He's tanking. I'm praying he calls and he flicks in the chip. Let's go. We show the 9-7 for a straight, and we got trips on the bottom. Let's go. I'm pretty sure he said he had ace-jack. I don't know if that's true or not. He doesn't show me, but look at that. We'll get a little zoom in for you guys. These are very confusing sometimes if you're not familiar with them. And I got to give all the dealers the props, man. Probably a headache to deal constantly, especially with people that are just, you know, brain dead. So anyway, let's go. We're finally moving in the right direction and things are going great. We are now on the button. What's the worst that can happen when you're on the button? Hopefully nothing, right? Our kryptonite is gonna open it up and we're just gonna call it 15. And again, domino effect. There's like 7 of us going to a flop here. Already 60 in the middle. We have the Seabrook nuts for my local watchers. I'll say local viewers. Local watchers sounds kind of weird. But anyway, flop is 10, jack, 10. 2 clubs. We have no clubs. Why would we? Now, I was looking this back. We don't even check. We were going to bet the flop. But obviously, the dealer thought I did. I don't know what happened there. And OMC leads 50. Ugh. We have top here, great kicker. And we don't block either flush draw. And we have a gut shot. Like, in hindsight here, we should be loving this board with this hand and the bet size. I mean, like, everything is great. But like, I don't want to call OMC here, but when in Rome, right? All right, we call. Wonderful. River's the jack of hearts. Hello. Now I'm like, all right, what can we squeeze out here? I mean, what's funny is I don't really think we're getting called by anything, right? I mean, a straight flush, sure, yeah, they'll probably call with that, right? 9's full, gonna fold. 10 might call. We bet 150. He shows, oh, he had a straight. 8-7 of spades, man. I love that guy. His name's Howard. Awesome, dude. Hey, I mean, he got lucky on the turn, right? So it's even. I always tell him how good he runs. So I'm like, yo, the Olympics called. They want you to run for the country. You run like, you know, what's that guy's name? It's the fastest guy in the world. Whatever. We'll come back to that later. You guys comment what I'm forgetting. All right, guys. It's the last hand of the session. And it's going to be a limped pot. What's the worst that can happen, right? 19 people are going to flat, and we're in the small blind. It feels like we're in the small blind every hand. And we always have A7 suited, so hey, deja vu. We call, and the button's going to, big blind's going to check. Now, again, limp pot, you're never supposed to go broke. Keep that in mind. Flop is A7 deuce, top 2 again. Woohoo! We're going to check. Big blind bets 10. Under the gun is going to call. Now, it's going to fold to us. We're not slow playing crap on the last hand, right? $40 is the raise. And I told you guys last week we are not slow playing anymore. It always backfires. Let's get the money in when we're ahead. We got the goods. Put the chips in. And big blind goes all in. And we're going to snap call and just pray we don't get our head ripped off on the final hand. Turn is the 8. River's the 5. Woo! We held! A6 of clubs for the nut flush draw. Hey, buddy, I hear you. I haven't had a flush in 9 hours. 9 weeks, 9 months, 9 years. We are going to take the last hand down. Let's go. So what started off as a miserable session, we actually end up climbing out and booking a pretty decent win for the day. We are going to be in for 800, out for 1397, making 597. We'll take that every time. I'll see you guys next week.
Underdog Poker.